What's good, y'all? I already know where y'all at. It's your boy Star Jones, and this is a new episode of Star Views. It's about to start right now. So please, I hope you got your hookah ready, and I hope you got your cups full of whatever ready, because I got a lot to talk about, alright? Know what's going on. Star Jones, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Please and thanks, you heard?
What's good, folks? It's your man Star Jones. We back, man. We got another episode of Star Views. Last time we was on this couch talking about a review, we talked about Thor: Love and Thunder. Fell short of expectations. Alright? So tonight we're going to be talking about the latest horror movie to come out. My guy Jordan Peele's Nope. Nope. Yes. Starring Daniel Kaluuya. He was like the breakout star in Get Out. Jordan Peele's first movie that kind of put Jordan Peele on the map as far as director, producer type of situation. We know Jordan Peele from Key and Peele, the comedy show and all that, but we didn't know Jordan Peele was this deep when it comes to like this whole black movement, and I never really got that from him because again he was on Comedy Central, so his whole presentation was funny. There are a lot of comedy elements in this film too, so I guess he kind of brings that Comedy Central feel into his horror movies also. So yeah, so tonight we're going to be talking about Nope, again starring Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer. Steven Yeun, I believe his name, my boy Glenn from The Walking Dead. He's in this as well. So we got a lot to talk about. Y'all already know that second part of the show, the middle part of the show, we talk about what transpired in the film, how things went, and then ultimately the last part of the show where we talk about what I liked about the film, whether or not you guys should see it, etc., etc., etc. So I'm going to go make myself a drink, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Stay comfy. What's good, folks? So we back. Like I mentioned, this is the part of the show we actually talk about what transpired in the film and all that good stuff. Alright? So if you haven't seen the movie, I would suggest, spinning back once you've seen it. This was a very simple story and wasn't too complex. I'm making an effort not to ruin and spoil movies for you guys, as you know, but it was a very straightforward story, so I don't think there's no way of omitting stuff and going around things. So, because it was nothing too complex. So anyway, if you haven't seen it, this is your disclaimer. If you stick around, then that's on you. So, this film starts off, the opening scene of the film, we're introduced to this monkey, chimpanzee, to be specific. Early on in the film, you don't know his name, but his name is Gordy. And Gordy kind of plays a significant role in one of the characters in the film, and why. But Gordy's presence was kind of caught me off guard because I don't recall seeing Gordy in any of the promotional material. I don't recall seeing Gordy the monkey chimpanzee in any of the trailers. So, yeah. So we see Gordy. He's this TV monkey. Like, he's a part of this sitcom that's on TV in this universe. And one day, like, I won't say most cases, but a lot of times when TV shows they deal with animals, sometimes the animals are overworked, they get stressed, and then sometimes they bug out. And this particular day, Gordy bugged out. So we didn't see what happened, but they give us a good indication of what happened. The scene shows the aftermath of Gordy going on a rampage and pretty much killing everyone a part of the show and in the crowd, because this was taped in front of a live audience. So Gordy kind of just lost his shit and went crazy. So we see the tail end of the rampage. We don't see everything that happens. Later on in the film, we see the whole scene play out, but still. So then after that, after that introduction of Gordy, we jump to a scene with Daniel Kaluuya's character, who he's portraying OJ. Like O.J. Simpson. There's a reference to it that was funny. We can talk about that later though. But O.J. and his dad, they live on a ranch. It's Hayward's Hollywood Ranch? Hayward's Hollywood Horses. So pretty much they're a ranch that breed, train horses for Hollywood. For movies, TV shows, etc. So, and this is what I mentioned before I love about Jordan Peele. Matter of fact, I'll touch on that later. But anyway, so it's this ranch. So Daniel Kaluuya's character, OJ, was having a conversation with his dad, and then some freaky shit started happening. Things just start falling out the sky, like extremely hard, like keys, all type of shit start falling from the sky. But Daniel Kaluuya's kind of away from where the debris is falling. Like, imagine you sitting outside, there's nothing above your head but clouds, and randomly shit just starts falling on you. You know what I'm saying? This is what's transpiring. So shit is just falling down. You don't even realize it happened so fast, but you notice, well, OJ notices that his father's like not responding to him now because he was having a conversation. Next thing you know, the horse starts walking off, and the father eventually falls off the horse. So at that point, OJ rushes his father to the hospital, and we get confirmation that his father didn't make it due to the injuries sustained from whatever debris fell from the sky and hit him. Now, you fast forward 6 months, and that's when we're introduced to Emerald. That's OJ's sister, played by Keke Palmer, and they're on set shooting what I believe is something for either a commercial or a TV show. And you know, that's when we get confirmation of the time jump and went for 6 months because his father has now been dead for 6 months. So I think the ranch is in a situation of like decline where they aren't making too much money. The father would kind of ran the show, and because the father is not around anymore, it's now up to OJ to run the business and run the ranch. Emerald's kind of like a free spirit in this movie. Like, she's kind of has nothing to do with the business side, but now that her father's gone, she's like coming around a little bit more. That's what I got from the interaction. But yeah, so fast forward. Again, this movie is very direct. It's very you learn about what's going on really quickly. So Emerald and OJ's on the farm. They're chilling. They're hanging out. One of the horses, I believe the horse name was Ghost. It was the old white horse. Ghost, he runs off, and then OJ chases after Ghost. Notices at the bottom of the hill from their ranch is Jupiter's Claim, which is like this middle of the desert theme park run by Glenn from Walking Dead, Steven Yeun, if I'm saying his name right. And he notices some funny looking shit going down on said theme park or attraction. And he notices something fly over him very fast. So he goes back to the crib and he lets Emerald know, like, yo, it was like a spaceship, like flying saucer, alien shit. No question. It was way too fast, it was way too quiet, but I saw it. I synced it. So that's the movie, folks. That is the film in a nutshell. That is the film. Pretty much at this point, now he goes to Emerald and tells her, yo, I seen an alien. So now Emerald's like, oh, we need money. All we gotta do is get the money shot. We gotta record the spaceship. Boom. And we get the Oprah shot. That's what she called it in the movie, the Oprah shot. We get the Oprah shot, we good. We're gonna be set for like millions of dollars just for footage of an alien spaceship. That's the movie, folks. The whole time they're trying to get this big shot so they could get money. And in the process, they piss off the aliens. The aliens don't like being looked at. So, yeah. They don't like being looked at, and they feel like where they particularly hanging out at, that's their space. And they got everybody around, they got to get up out of there. That's the movie, folks. When I come back, we're going to talk about how I felt about the movie. Do I think you should see it? What I graded? All that good shit. I'll see you guys in 2 ticks. Y'all know how I go. So we back. Best part of the show, my favorite part, to be honest. You understand? So yeah, this movie was about 2 hours and 11 minutes in total runtime. It didn't feel that long though. I'll be honest. It didn't feel too long. This movie pretty much, I don't like saying pros and cons anymore. I just kind of want to flow. I did like the order in which the film went. I do like what Jordan Peele did as far as giving you the different segments in the film. Every chapter, so to speak, every chapter in the film was named after one of the animals in the film. Ghost was one chapter, which was the white horse, and I believe Ghost was the first one. I think Ghost was the one that the father died on, and Ghost was the one that ran off, and Ghost was the reason why OJ noticed the aliens. Then you had the next chapter, I believe that was Clover, and that was the second horse that got out and was reacting to what was going on with the aliens in the sky. And then Gordy, that's when you see what happened with Gordy on set. And they showed you, you know, Jupiter's, because Jupiter was also a child star, and Jupiter was on the show with Gordy. So, spoiler, all the family members on the show, members of the cast and crew, Gordy ran through all of them, with the exception of Jupiter. And whatever was pissing Gordy off when he was going on his rampage seemed to magically vanish as soon as it was time for him to... Once he realized Jupiter was under the table, and he noticed Jupiter, because Jupiter was hiding during the whole rampage. And then the final chapter being, I think, you know, you had Lucky after that. And that was the horse that OJ, I told you, OJ started selling the horses. So OJ sold Lucky to Jupiter for his desert attraction theme park situation. And then the final chapter being Jean Jacket. So it was cool. I like when directors give us like a chapter, like it's like reading a book. You know that you're moving into another phase. Next step, step 1, step 2. So that was cool, and that's probably why I felt like the 2 hours kind of just was smooth. Like I mentioned in the intro, Jordan Peele is good at making scary situations funny. I think you need that balance, or you'll probably have a panic attack for most people. Not me, because movies don't really scare me too much, but I think most people, you know, especially those people who suffer from anxiety and things like that, you kind of need a laugh here and there, kind of like, you know, to ease the tension. So, you know, I do appreciate Jordan Peele for making funny moments. Like, there was a bunch of funny moments. One was when after OJ's dad died, he was on set with the horse, and the lady asked him, and this is white lady, and she goes, "What's your name?" And he goes, "OJ." And she goes, "OJ?" And we already know what OJ she's thinking about immediately, because it's the same OJ I was thinking about immediately, OJ Simpson. That was funny. It was a part in the scene where now they're entangled with the war with the aliens, and after, because OJ went to go get Lucky back from Jupiter's ranch, Jupiter's attraction or whatever, and the aliens was kind of on him. They was chasing him. So he got out the car, he looked up at the sky, and he was just like, nope. When I tell you the whole theater was dying, because it was just perfect. And my black people like, you know, we not here to talk to aliens and all that. We not here for all that. So for us, it was kind of just like, nope, I'm not getting out this car. Like, I'm sitting right here. So that was a funny moment. It was a lot of good moments in that film. When Emerald was telling OJ to run, OJ, run. That was funny, because I thought about OJ Simpson and how he was running in a Bronco. I think it was a funny film. I think it was more funny than scary, if anything. As far as the fear factor in this film, I've seen a bunch of alien movies in my time. But I think the better alien movies are the ones where you see the aliens. Jordan Peele kept these aliens a mystery, for the most part in this film. And when I say a mystery, they kind of just stayed in the shadows for the most part. It wasn't until like maybe the final acts of the film, the final chapters, like Jean Jacket and Lucky's chapter, where they were more out and the spaceship wasn't hiding anymore. Like, they was just out. But, like I said, I think the cinematography was good. The CGI for the spaceship was pretty good. That's how you know Jordan Peele's getting his money up, because now he's getting those budgets. But overall, I don't think the movie was scary at all. Same could be said for like Get Out. I didn't think Get Out was scary. I think Get Out was a psychological thriller. It just messed with your head a little bit. But I guess in that sense it's scary. Get Out was scary because it meant it fucked with you psychologically. So that was scary. But Us wasn't really scary. I just think Us was gory. Yeah, it was just like very violent. But I don't think it was scary. When I think scary, I think like horror, like slasher films, and yeah, it's just a combination of things. I just think that this wasn't it. I think it was just kind of like maybe like a action comedy, because it was action in the film. There was a lot of running around, a lot of screaming. Yeah, but overall, I did not love this movie. I didn't hate the movie. I just didn't love it. I don't think it was good. For me personally, every Jordan Peele movie has gotten worse. And I don't think that's a reflection of Jordan Peele so much, but I need something better. Like, Get Out was really good. If I had star reviews back when Get Out came out, Get Out probably would have got like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. Us, didn't really like that too much. Would have gave that like a 6.5. Nope is right around that. I'm gonna give Nope 6 stars. Again, didn't hate the movie. I liked the movie. It was cool. It just wasn't. Jordan Peele, like I said, Get Out really set the bar so high. So with Get Out, it was like, yo, this guy's a genius, and I still think he's a genius. I just think, I don't know. And it's nothing to do with the actors. I think Daniel Kaluuya's and Keke Palmer's chemistry in the film was really good. I think they really sold the brother-sister thing. Like, it was good. I liked their dynamic and their relationship in the movie. Keke Palmer was funny. She had the theater laughing. I'm sure everybody in my theater shared my sentiments. The movie was funny. They knocked out the comedy part. The comedy part was good. It was just the horror thing. I think if they showed us the aliens a little bit more, it would have been better. Like, if we actually seen the alien. There was one moment in the film that was kind of spooky, because again, this is funny because I think the entire theater was on the same page. Like, it was a part where in one of the chapters, he goes looking for the horse that ran off, and he goes into the barn, and we see these little figures start moving around. But they're at a distance, but you know something's off because they're moving weird and shit. Like they waddling. So everybody in the theater's like, nah, get the fuck out of there. Like, everybody in the theater was mad funny. I was shocked. I haven't heard this much chat in the theater during the movie in a while. And it was like, it was people laughing, but at the same time, like, yo, you need to get out of there. So that was like the only part of the movie that was scary, but it was a letdown though. I'm not going to ruin that for y'all. It was a letdown. It was a letdown. Because it was like, y'all did this, y'all scared us a little bit for nothing. So, yeah. But yeah, 6 stars, man. Don't waste your money. It's cool if you're in the crib and you have nothing else to watch. You're going to kill time. You're going to light the hookah and smoke while you watch a movie. Yeah. Because again, it's funny. But it's just not a horror movie. If you're like a super horror person, this ain't it for you. But 6 stars out of 5. It's a solid movie. It got a passing grade, But yeah, you can save your money and just wait for it to come out on one of these streaming platforms. Alright? So that's my time, folks. There's another episode of Star Reviews in the books. Don't know what else is coming out this month. We only have 1 week left of July. August, I think, is going to be kind of busy. I definitely need to look up my movies, because like I said, I'm back, but I was kind of lazy these past couple of weeks after I came back from vacation. But we back on it, like I said. So let me find out what's going on in August. Make sure y'all check out all my other content if you haven't done so in the interim. And y'all have a good night. Y'all be good. Y'all be good.
Oh, y'all still here? Appreciate y'all for sticking around, man, but I don't got no more hookah. But what I do have is more content on my YouTube channel. So please, if you haven't done so already, hit that red button and subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notified as soon as I post anything. Alright? And if you haven't already followed me on social media, here's my information. Make sure y'all follow up. Appreciate it. Y'all still here, man. That's valid. Have a good one.